Oh my gosh, it's happening again. We're back at Disneyland for another Disneyland After Dark special event. This one is sold out. And you wanna know why? Because tonight is a very special night indeed. Because tonight's Disneyland After Dark theme is Star Wars night. So we've got all kinds of Jedi Masters and Jedi Mistresses lined up for this event. I've seen Han Solos, I've seen Leia's, I've even seen Ewoks and Porgs. And now it's time for all of us Random Land adventurers to check in. All right, we've got our special tickets here. We've stood in our special line to get our special wristbands and our special event map. And now we're ready to party in the ultimate galaxy far, far away, Disneyland. Ooh, look at this. They've even given us a limited edition lanyard here. And ooh, the entrance is all lit up, all fancy. People are all dressed up, ready to party. I've got to admit, I am getting excited. We'll just stick our extra stuff in a locker here and head off into the park. Wow, look at that. There are the regular Disneyland guests of today all filing out of the park as the regular park closes. And once they're all gone, only us Star Wars nerds will remain.
One of my favorite times of the day here. Just about sundown. I like to be around when the lights come on. It seems like a new kind of magic takes over in Disneyland After Dark.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That means it's after 9 o'clock. Star Wars night has officially begun. Whoa, they've got crazy Star Wars DJ mashup music going on out here. They've got stars projected on the castle, and every couple of minutes it keeps going into hyperspace. Ooh, it keeps switching back and forth between stars and asteroids up there. All right, thankfully they've turned down that DJ music just a little bit. I was worried for a second because that DJ music was loud. All right, time for us to see what this Star Wars night is all about. And using the Force and our handy limited edition map here, we're gonna head off into Adventureland first to do a little exploring. Oh, thankfully the DJ music is fading, the crowds are thinning, and I'm already starting to see Star Wars characters. Whoa, check this out on Rivers of America. They've got all kinds of red and blue lights set up out here. All right, now it's feeling like a party. First things first, we're gonna head way to the back of the park because apparently for once the special event is even gonna have something going on in Critter Country. Star Wars in Critter Country? Oh yes, my friends, look over here. Look at that huge TIE fighter wing and look in front of it. There's Sabine and Chopper. There's a giant TIE fighter wing right across the street from Splash Mountain. That is so weird. And look at the size of that line to meet him. Look at this, it's Chewbacca the Pooh. That is amazing! Wow, that is so cool. I have to admit to you, I haven't watched all of Star Wars Rebels yet, just the first couple of episodes. That's pretty awesome. I've always liked the look of little Chopper. All right, apparently that's not the only Star Wars photo op in Critter Country. Whoa, the line for this one's a little more extreme. And why wouldn't it be? Look over there. Look what they're doing. People are getting fun pics on Endor speeder bikes. Oh my gosh. It looks like it's only the front half of the speeder bikes, unlike the whole speeder bike you can take a picture with at Walt Disney World. But for Anaheim people who haven't been to Disney World especially, that is a really cool, fun pic. Just look at that background. That's awesome. Wow, wow, wow. You have to be pretty dedicated to get that fun pic. Would you look at the size of that line? I think we'll be content with our little peek at the fun pic for now. After all, there's a lot more to see tonight. Time to make our way back to New Orleans Square because over here at the churro carts, they're serving up some Star Wars themed treats. Check this out. Light side and dark side churros. Weird red and blue churros with lightsaber handled holders. Check that out. Now I can 100% not eat those because they're covered in gluten, so you're gonna have to take one for the team, Allie. Take a bite of the dark side. Does it taste evil? Now take a bite of the light side.
Wait.
Hurry. Does it taste different? That's all I want to know. Nope, there's no difference? What? If there's no difference between the dark side and the light side, then what have the Star Wars been all about? Look at this over here. We have some Imperials hanging around. waiting to bust us? It's the cops, but they're off duty, having a donut. Or a dark side churro, maybe. Whoa, look at this! Star Wars, celebrate the night! Fireworks! Yes! All Star Wars themed fireworks! That is pretty exciting. Probably looks a little better in front of the castle, but look at this. No crowd over here.
Ooh, impressive. Most impressive.
I see you have constructed a new fireworks show. That is awesome. Even the Ewoks are loving it. Oh, what the heck? Why not try to get a little closer, huh? Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Wow. He was a big Star Wars fan, don't you know? All right, let's go backwards. Well, the firework crowd is filtering into Frontierland, so it's a little more crowded now. And honestly, it deserves to be, because this place has got the coolest fun pick opportunity I have ever seen in my life up to this point. If you wait in line long enough, you can get a fun pick with C-3PO and R2-D2. And C-3PO is talking to people. Dude, look at that. People are getting fun pics with C-3PO and R2-D2. Just listen to him talking to people. Dude, that is tripping me out to see C-3PO talking to people, interacting with people. I know the expression is fangirling, but I don't really know why it's called fangirling. I'm totally fanboying, fangirling. Whatever you want to call it, I'm going goo goo gaga for this.
That is incredible.
It is quite a long line, if those are the droids you're looking for, though. Oh no, by the time we got up here, C-3PO left. How will we ever understand you now, R2? Oh well, we can still get a fun pick. Love you, R2-D2. Fun pick! Thanks, R2. You're the best astromech droid in the whole galaxy, R2. Bye-bye. Whoa, look at this line over here for the churros. Good thing we got one over there in New Orleans Square earlier. It's weird, because that'll be so crowded, and then you look over here, nothing. Just one guy walking solo. Get it? Okay, I'm bummed we didn't get to see C-3PO up close yet, but there's more things to see in Frontierland that will hopefully make up for it. This is so weird, because just a few days ago we were in Bryce Canyon, which is the real-life inspiration for Big Thunder. And now here we are looking at the Disney version again. See? Looks just like it, right? So weird. Okay, I knew there was gonna be more fun pick opportunities in the Old West. You just gotta look for the massive, multi-folded up on itself line. And you'll know you're getting close to something special. Back there is a fun pick with BB-8 himself. Unfortunately, they're not letting anyone get close unless you stand in this line. Darn it. Until then, let's take the old dusty Big Thunder Trail, or actually, technically, the new rocky Big Thunder Trail, over to the next crazy long fun pick line. Drat, this one's pretty well guarded too. See, this is where you have to make a tough decision. Do you stand in line to see the one thing over here, or do you keep going around the park to try to see as much as you can see? See, this event only goes until 1 in the morning, so we've only got 2 or 3 hours left. Apparently, Ahsoka's back there, which is pretty cool. And from what I understand, she's been switching out with Ezra. Oh, I can almost see Ahsoka back there. Anakin Skywalker's apprentice from the Clone Wars. But since I never really watched too much of the Clone Wars, I'm not that concerned about missing it, for the moment at least. However, according to the map, there are some things in Fantasyland that I absolutely must see. All right, first we gotta find them. Where are they? Just looked for a big long line. No lines over here, although I do see Beauty and the Beast all Star Wars'd out. That was definitely something I don't see every day. Oh, I see the new Dumbo area over here, looking pretty good, but still no long line. Must be over this way. Wow, we can't even find a line for the teacups tonight. Storybook Land doesn't have a line either. What the heck? Dang, I almost want to give up on Star Wars and just do all the rides. Wait, I see something over here past the Matterhorn. Creepy. It is a good old-fashioned long line. And you know what that means? A fun pick. This is one of the ones I was looking for. A Return of the Jedi fun pick. Look at this. People are taking a Sarlacc pit fun pick. Sarlacc pit fun pick. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. They are standing on Tatooine on one of Jabba's sail barges on the plank, ready to fall into the Sarlacc's mouth, where they will be slowly digested over 1,000 years. I used to live here, you know. You're gonna die here, you know. Oh man, some of the greatest scenes in the Star Wars trilogy. You know, the real Star Wars trilogy. They're even playing that intense music before Luke Skywalker ignites the green and gets crazy out there. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Listen, you can hear that ignite the green music. Oh yeah. Star Wars for sure. Oh, I love Return of the Jedi. And there's supposed to be another Return of the Jedi themed fun pick around here somewhere. It's gotta be around here somewhere, and I'm guessing that these crazy lights next to the Matterhorn might be leading us to it. Maybe. I do sense a disturbance in the Force. Oh, never mind. This explains the disturbance. How you doing, guys? Hello. Ugh, scary Sith. Oh, good. There's some Jedi keeping an eye on them. Now for that fun pick. It must be over here. We scoured every other part of Fantasyland. This has to be it. Oh my gosh, it is. We found it. The fun pick with Ewoks. Oh my gosh, and can you hear that? They're playing the original ending of Return of the Jedi music. The original Yub Nub song from the end of the movie. Dude, literally everyone wants to get a pic of those Ewoks back there. Look at them. They look so creepy. I am so excited about this. I love Return of the Jedi. Back in my day, when there were no prequels and there were definitely no Disney Star Wars movies, and all we had was Return of the Jedi to end the series, that was the favorite thing for fanboys to hate on back then. Ah, stupid teddy bears, Ewoks are lame. And I never felt that way. I always loved the Ewoks, maybe because I was born in the same year Return of the Jedi came out. And probably big time because I loved the Ewok movies as a kid as well. But nothing softens my heart like an Endor native. Okay, I am officially super jealous of all these fun pick takers over here getting fun picks with the Ewoks. That is sick. Those are some sick picks. Hey, Ewoks are small. You're kind of small. Maybe that's why I like you so much. And you like the forest too. Maybe you're part Ewok. This explains so much. Oh my gosh, look at all these people in costume. Oh, a Jawa. A dirty, thieving Jawa! Whoa, look at this. Apparently, I'm not the only guy who loves Ewoks out here. The Ewok line's just going on for days. That's incredible. It stretches almost all the way back to the hub. Oh my gosh. Look at this! I never even noticed this before! Look at the Matterhorn covered in stars! That is amazing. And if you think about it, it makes sense. After all, it is called Star Wars. Not Luke Wars, not even Rey Wars, or Planet Wars. Star Wars. The stars have got top billing. Oh my gosh! Whoa! The Matterhorn just went into hyperspace! What the heck is even happening? Okay, heading back to the hub over here. Keep playing all kinds of clips from the Star Wars movies, and then they break in with some more DJ music. The craziest thing ever. But Rey seems to be enjoying it. Hear it? The beat's about to drop. All right, we don't have all night to get jiggy with it. Better head over to our last land, the one and only Tomorrowland. When I was a kid, this was the only place that you could come and touch the Star Wars. In the years between the original trilogy and the prequels, there were no Star Wars toys. Basically, there was nothing. But even in the late 80s, when everyone thought Star Wars was dead, you could still come to Tomorrowland and ride one of my favorite rides of all time, the old school, the original Star Tours. This was the only Star Wars thing you could do when I was a kid. And believe me, I love loved riding this ride as much as possible. It may have changed over the years, but I've still got a soft spot in my heart for the old original Star Tours. I was one of the last people to ride the last ride of the original Paris version of Star Tours before it changed to the modern version as well. I was so happy to be on one of those last flights to Endor. And it wasn't just Star Tours back then for me either. Over here at the Star Trader, they had a couple, just a couple, cheesy little rubber figurines just like this one right here, which were the only Star Wars toys we could get our hands on. Seriously, a little rubber R2-D2 just like this. Went on so many adventures with my Batman toys, with my Ninja Turtles, because it's all that we could get back then. Just a cheesy little droids themed R2 that I purchased right here in this building at the Star Trader, right at the exit. The good old Star Tours. Dude, I loved Star Wars so much as a kid, and Star Tours was the only Star Wars ride, but that didn't stop me from always pretending that I was in the Star Wars universe when I would go on Space Mountain. If I had a hood on my jacket, I would always put it up in there and pretend I was a Jedi, walk through that whole area with the spaceship really slowly and seriously. You know, pretend I was holding on to a lightsaber. They didn't have all these crazy lightsabers for sale when I was a youngin'. Of course, nowadays, instead of Captain EO, they've got Star Wars Path of the Jedi right here, and of course, Space Mountain actually is Star Wars themed. Well, at least some of the time. Yep, they just keep bringing back Hyperspace Mountain, but you know what? Nobody seems to mind. Honestly, personally, I wouldn't have minded if all Tomorrowland had just become a Star Wars themed land. But I guess then they couldn't build Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Anyway, enough with the reminiscences. Check out this crazy huge line over here tonight. This line isn't even for a fun pick. Turns out tonight at the good old Star Trader, they've got some kind of special Star Wars merchandise. And all these people here are willing to wait for it. Not Luke Skywalker though. He's an individual, a rebel. They must have some good stuff in the Star Trader tonight if the line is that long. But you know what? I think I honestly have enough Star Wars merchandise, so instead of going inside the Star Trader or waiting in line to get one of those old school Star Wars popcorn buckets, maybe we better see what else is going on in Tomorrowland. Wait a minute. Look up there, up on the balcony, the Emperor's Royal Guard. No freaking way. What does this mean? You don't think the Emperor's up there, do you? What the heck is going on up there? Oh my gosh, something is happening. I've heard of this. First Order happenings. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Oh boy, do you hear that? Listen.
Delivery, Captain Phasma and troops from the finalizer.
Do you hear that?
Squadron 050.
Captain Phasma is coming.
13.
Of course, they do this at Disney World a lot. This is the first time I think they've had Phasma at Disneyland. Oh my gosh. Here they come. The First Order. And look!
Troops.
There she is. Phasma. Dude, sick.
We were informed there was a threat to the First Order in this area. We're moving out. Now.
Yes, Captain.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Ooh, it feels all heavy with the music.
Pay attention.
So intense.
If the resistance is here, we will find them.
I like how she bosses everyone around. Look, Allie. Stormtroopers. They're marching all the way around the center of Tomorrowland. Look at this guy's getting ready to film like crazy. Dang, I'm using the wrong camera setup. Oh, here they come. Here come the cops. Ooh, the First Order. Wait a minute. Where's Phasma? Oh, she's right up there. Ooh. What's happening?
I am here under the authority of General Hux. You are here under the authority of me. Here's how this works. I talk, you listen. We've tried to spy for the resistance to this sector. If you might consider supporting the resistance, I have some advice. Don't.
Uh-oh.
Show me fearless. We do not tolerate traitors, nor those who hide them. easy to crush the resistance, but it will be satisfying. At attention. All units, return to base.
Oh my gosh. That was a close one. They almost figured out that you were with the Resistance. Just kidding. Just a little joke. Oh, wow. Look at everyone loves a little first order intimidation. That, honestly, is super cool. They should be doing that every single day in Galaxy's Edge when it opens. At least I hope so. All right, off they go. Okay, well, looks like Phasma and her first order buddies have gone back into the upstairs of the launch bay. Which actually reminds me, there's a Star Wars launch bay. We should probably see what's in there. If there's gonna be Star Wars stuff anywhere, it's gonna be in here. All right, let's head inside. You know what? I just realized I haven't been in here in a long time. It's been a while since I blasted off into launch bay territory. Ooh, they've changed up the props a little bit since last time I was here. Much more Last Jedi-y. But as cool as that is, I'm assuming we can see that stuff anytime. What you can't always see, though, is who's at the end of this long line here. Apparently, they've got Darth Maul back there. Actually, Darth Maul and Seventh Sister switching off. Then in the cantina, of course, they've got Boba Fett. I've taken many a photo with good old Boba Fett in this cantina before, but it's always cool to see him in there. Ooh. Looks like he's getting pretty intense with those guys in there. Now, of course, the launch bay has always had a couple of Star Wars meet and greets, both dark side and light side. Usually the light side was just Chewbacca. But apparently after today, they're gonna have Rey here all the time. You can meet Rey. I'm very tempted to stand in that line, but it's 60 minutes, and she's gonna be here on normal days, so maybe not right now. Same thing with the dark side over here. When the launch bay first opened, you could meet Darth Vader back here, but of course, after the new school movies came out, they changed that to Kylo Ren. Looks like now it's split into both. Ooh, as much as I love sick pics with Darth Vader and Kylo Ren, we've done that before too. And there's less than an hour to go now. Which means we can either wait in line to try to see Darth Maul, who is a prequel character after all, or we can try to go do something else. I think I'd rather take my chances on trying to see C-3PO again. But now that I know these characters are gonna be in the launch bay, we'll go see some other stuff. Oh, guys, I sense a disturbance in the Force. So this is where all that dark side energy's been coming from. It's my old nemesis, the Disney DJ. Now, see, I appreciate that some of these people are having a good time, but I'm one of those people that doesn't understand why we need a DJ at every Disney event. Why? That's not my thing, I guess. I don't know. To each their own, you know? Live and let live. I just choose to live and let live where it's a little quieter. Okay, other than the DJ I forgot to show you guys earlier, there's one other thing happening in Tomorrowland that we still haven't seen. Supposedly, somewhere around here all night, there's been Jawas running around. And not like fan-made costume versions. I mean like a full-on official Disney Jawa. And I'd really like to see one if I can. If only I knew where to find a Jawa. There's a Jawa right there! Be careful! Watch your purses! You filthy stealing Jawas! I know what you're after! You're after my droids! Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a droid! That's an iPhone! Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jawa. This is not the droid you're looking for. Sorry. That is so awesome. They've got Jawas at the launch bay in Florida. That was the first Jawa I've ever seen at Disneyland. Other than this little Jawa right here. Oh, yeah. The Jawa reminds me. There is actually one other thing. One last thing in the map that we haven't at least looked at the line for. Earlier, when I was talking about the merchandise line for the Star Trader, I forgot that right next door is the old Starcade. Once this was an actual working arcade full of crazy futuristic video games and an X-Wing hanging up at the top. Later it became the second place I ever met and took a photo with Allie here, so we kind of, you know, a little bit of our love story happened. But tonight it's a fun pick station. Oh, look, this isn't too bad.
This is awesome. A little weird to see the Starcade completely empty of arcade machines and the old, what's it called, escalator. Actually, I heard that Disneyland just got permission to remodel this entire place. But if I couldn't be seeing pinball machines and Dig Dug in here, this is exactly what I'd hope for. Look at that sick pic. She's holding the trash compactor apart, and not just that sick pic, but there's a full-on Hoth Wampa Ice Cave reach for your lightsaber pick as well. What the heckily doodle bopper? And look at this, at least at the end of the night, the lines aren't even that long. Dude, that is amazing. Then you just flip it upside down, and the person's hanging from the ceiling reaching for their lightsaber. That is genius. I want that in my bedroom. The trash compactor I'd have to put in the kitchen, because that's where our trash cans are. Allie, I want both of these in our house forever. Look at that. Dude, those are amazing. Those are way more elaborate than the throwback night pictures were. Dude, that's insane. Okay, I've got to resist temptation. Those lines are too long, and I'd have to choose one or the other. And I don't think I can choose between them. This whole operation's gonna close down any minute. So just like a trash compactor closing in, I've got to hurry. Luckily, Disneyland is doing one more Star Wars night. Apparently, this Disneyland After Dark Star Wars night sold out so quickly that there was enough demand for a second night. So maybe I'll get to come back to that one and get all my pictures then. Until then, I guess tonight will have to be more about showing you guys what's going on. Wait a minute. They shouldn't be getting along. Weird. Look at that. The Resistance and the First Order can be friends. How much more time do we have, Allie?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? I can't even go to the bathroom in 10 minutes. All right. If we only have time for one more thing, it should definitely be something Lucasfilm themed. And here it is, guys. The perfect way to end Star Wars night. We're going full Lucasfilm! Indiana Jones! Yeah! Oh my gosh! Spooky skeletons everywhere! This part really bugs my grandma! Look at this giant skeleton collection! Monster! Watch out for Darth Vader! Uh-oh! Indy's telling us to back up! What the heck is that?
Next time, you're on your own.
He said that. Oh, hey guys. See you later, Indy. Woo! What a fun one. All right, now that was nice. The 2-pack Star Wars night with a little extra Lucasfilm bonus, a little Indiana Jones. I'll tell you guys a little secret. They actually let us ride Indiana Jones 4 times. And the park is now very, very extra closed. Oh yeah, pretty quiet now. Yes, my friends, this means Star Wars night is officially over. Let's see. Oh, looks like there's no more Star Wars projections on the Castle of the Matterhorn. All the last people that were in those long photo lines when the park closed are heading out. Looks like now it'll be nothing but a memory. At least until the next Star Wars night. So until then, my friends, we've done our duty. And so have you, which means you can go home and sleep well. Bye-bye. weird. I've been on Main Street when the park is closed before, but not so closed that they close the front of the penny arcade like that. What is this, Baltimore? Oh my gosh, look at all these people in costume. Oh, a Jawa! A dirty, thieving Jawa! There's a Jawa right there! Be careful! Watch your purses! You filthy, stealing Jawas! I know what you're after. I can't abide those Jawas. Disgusting creatures. Just kidding. I love Jawas! Come back, Jawas! I didn't mean it! Come back! They left for Jawa Island without me. They've gone home to sleep. By the way, remember how earlier I was talking about how Allie and I were in the Old West and saw the real-life Big Thunder Mountain? If you look down below in the description of this video, there will be a link to the real-life Big Thunder Mountain video. Go check that out. It's based on a real place. How about that? And by the way, if you like Star Wars, you know, Star Wars, wonderful Star Wars, then definitely check out the link to the real-life Star Wars filming locations you can visit just a few hours away from Disneyland in the California desert. And I'm talking about A New Hope, original 1977 Star Wars location. Also, there's links to hats and shirts and how to support the show if you like it and all kinds of other stuff. But mostly those two videos I thought you might be interested in. The real-life Big Thunder Mountain and some real-life Star Wars filming locations. You can't go wrong with those. Click it. Don't look at them. Click on them now. Click them now. The slides come on right now. It's the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation I've ever heard of, and I just did it. I gotta call my mom and let her know. I did it! I accomplished something!
Ah! A Jawa! A dirty, thieving Jawa!